I'm Janos, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Ayo! Aggressive typing? No. I'm just heavy-handed. Hey, how's it going? How are you doing? What is up? What's up, what's up, what's up? How have you been? How was your week? Perfect time for sketching. Good. Good, good, good. What was your week? Quickly do my Instagram post. Where's this stuff? Story. Been alright, just sketching, going to the gym. What about you? You got some breadsticks from Lidl. You and your Lidl. I'm good. Had a long week. Very productive. A lot of stuff to do actually. So, yeah. Nice. Hey Janet, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? How was your week? Yeah, for me it was pretty busy because I was working on this character design episode for, I don't know, almost 2 weeks because I had to craft all the informations and try to figure out how I wanted to do it. And that was very exhausting, I need to say. So, yeah, it took a while. It took a while to get it done. And I already filmed the next one. So, production is rolling, like they say. Production is rolling. And somehow I actually want to go to the gym today, but I just couldn't make it in time. So probably tomorrow after breakfast will it be for me. I'm obsessed with Lidl. I swear you recognize me because every stream I keep tossing of Lidl. Yeah, you should work there. You should work there. Oh. I'm now painting too. Nice. Just started to draw, but any suggestions? Thank you, Rio, for that. You watch some shorts? Yeah, watch the full video. Watch the full video. Watch the full video and watch it again. Then leave a like, watch it again, leave a comment, watch it again. I think that's a good way to watch it. Your English is fine, Janet. All good. I'm kind of like blinded by the lights. You come from Germany? Ah, okay. I mean, you can either way, just... I mean, you can also write in German if that's easier for you. I don't mind. I'm just translating on the fly. Let's get warm. I mean, not really warm for me. Kind of like I already drew a lot today because of video production. Because the next video will be how to draw hands, so will be the drawing plan for how to draw hands. Because I got asked about this so many times, and I actually already filmed like a lot of the stuff. So. So now it's quality time here, quality time. Quality time. So any plans for the weekend? Anyone? It was so warm in Berlin today, it's crazy. I stayed inside the whole day. Isn't that great? Hey Juan, how's it going? How are you doing? How was your week? How's your comic going, Juan? Let's move up this camera a bit better. That's better. Mostly draw illustrations. What type of illustrations? Unfortunately, some of my pens... Hey Impro, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Unfortunately, some of my pens suffered a bit because my girlfriend spilled tea yesterday over the table. I know, I shouldn't be mad. But she broke at least two pens. I think my friend's Discord got hacked or something. Why? Week was good, taking slow on the comic process, reworking my reschedule for hectic German classes. Oh yeah, this is not fun. Not fun at all. That is good. Yeah, fundamentals are good. Very important. Especially storytelling and readability is really important in comics. Like just the story that the viewer understands what's going on, who's talking to who, what is the story progression. You have to imagine this. It's more like a Netflix episode, you know, like if you would watch a story of something, but you watch it and you understand nothing, then it's probably not good enough communicated. Because I feel like it's often forgot, like people want to draw cool shit and I understand and I can relate. But I think first and foremost, story is important. Same as if you think about all these things you want to do, you know, all these like backstory and stuff, but no one really gets it if it's too complicated. So yeah, fundamentals is good. Fantasy plants and trees. Okay. Because it was someone in the live stream actually, and then it didn't sound like him at all. I'm learning to do that with pens. I realized I haven't used pens as often in the past 3 years. Using helps simplify. Yeah, would you mean like ink pens? Ink pens? So I guess really depending on what it is that you want to do, a typical build-up process. First is important, right? So, I mean, if I would do a comic, I would also do the roughening, just to get the idea out first, and then you redraw everything again anyways. So comics is really a lot about redrawing. So you have to have a lot of patience, but I think from working with you, I know that you have this, what it takes to do this. But yeah, it takes a lot of time and effort, most definitely. I paint only with pens is so much better than pencil. You paint with pens? Okay, can you elaborate what type of pens you mean? It's like acrylic pens or what? So how do you clean spilled ink pot, like getting rid of stains? Um, did, did this just happen to you? Asking for a friend. To be honest, I don't know. I guess just white paint. Or start over again. I think that's probably not really efficient because you would damage the paper. I mean, depending on what you spilled on. Hey Deb, how's it going? Hey Rolly! I love drawing with these pilot pens. My only gripe is that there is either no ink coming out or all the ink is coming out. Yes, I agree. I agree. It really depends. Really depends. Ink can be really unpredictable. That is true. It's pretty true. True. Man, I feel like, I drew so much for the episode today, for the hand episode. And I don't want to draw hands right now. Like, my brain is empty. There is nothing in my brain. Which can be a good thing. Probably just not very entertaining for you folks. Let me think. I just don't want to draw random shit. Okay. So I feel like my setup is so tight in here. So tight. Hey Grady Bugs, how do I build line confidence? Can someone help me? Drawing a lot. Drawing a lot and drawing slow is the key of the line confidence. Because if you draw fast and you're too excited, there's so much range of messing up the drawing. So I rather would try to slow down in the process. Also, using ink is a good thing, you know, and try not to do any of those chicken scratch mark drawings, you know. You could draw a specific subject with a twist. Yeah, I think I will draw something and then render it with Copic markers in a moment. Any tips on drawing faster? What do you mean? Like the things you usually draw, just drawing them faster in general? I mean, I wouldn't chase speed so much because speed always has the potential to limit your quality outcome, and the quality outcome is much more important unless you do any type of quick gesture drawings or quick sketching, obviously. Other than that, then put on some fast-paced music. Get exciting and then be loose, you know, don't expect too much. This can help to draw fast. By the way, I made a gift sketch today for my leaving classmate from Morocco. Said it was the best gift in human. Haha, that's nice. How to be good at perspective. First of all, every day for at least 6 months to 12 or even longer, practicing first of all basic forms every day, every single day, like geoforms, then going over to placing geoforms in space, so in spatial places, right? So as if you would, like, I don't know, there's a controller, right, and it is drawn out of base geo and you place it somewhere in a 3D space, that going over there and then complexifying that. So unless first you draw boxes in 3D space, then out of these boxes you make maybe something simple like a car or a house, you know, and then step by step moving on with that. Like I need to finish concept art with a deadline and I don't have time. Well, in the studio we have a rule, which means it's called the last 15 minutes. So apparently usually we have like the loop of deadlines, sometimes in the studio is kind of like 5 days. Hey Kevin, how's it going? And when we have a deadline, usually it's towards Friday. If you know, okay, I only have 15 minutes left, you focus only on the necessary. So the good thing about that is, again, that you only focus on the necessary, which means you only work on that. And sometimes, especially in concept art is not about beautification. Really get this out of your head. It's not about pretty paintings or whatnot. Concept art is problem solving. It's design. Has nothing to do with pretty paintings or drawings, you know? This is just for social media, so to speak. Or I don't talk about when you're building up your portfolio. You know, when you make your portfolio is supposed to look good, right? So you spend more time, but you don't necessarily have a deadline there. My drawing skill right now is intermediate level, so it's okay to draw with the reference. Should draw from imagination. I can't say it enough. I don't know why everyone these days is so much on, you need to draw from imagination. Every freaking professional who works in a professional environment uses references. Why do we use reference? Because we want to make sure that we don't miss out on information we need to provide in order to communicate XYZ concept or XYZ idea. You know, the references are there to make our idea believable. If we take them out, there's no benefit of taking them out, right? So references are your friends. Drawing from imagination from time to time is an important skill to practice. Don't get me wrong. It's important to practice that because you still have to practice to imagine. But it's not like just because one guy or a few people made it kind of like very popular to do. Because constantly people compare themselves with Kim Young-ji, right? You can't compare yourself with Kim Young-ji. Kim Young-ji was a freaking master. He did that for 40 years. This guy was insanely good, and he practiced like so much. And if your goal is not to go out, do life drawings from imagination, you don't need to practice in that way, unless that's your goal. How are you doing, Kevin? How's it going? How do you find references for concept art? Sometimes also specific blocks, like depending on what are you looking for. Or you shoot your own reference. Are you German? Yes, I'm German. Can you hear that? Yeah, my English is really bad in the past days. I don't know. Too much context, too much contact with other Germans. Freaking Germans. Dankeschön, Bruder. Gerne. Kein Problem. Any anatomy art books you can recommend? Stonehouse Anatomy. And then, in general, I would go for just basic anatomy books, which also doctors would use to practice. I love the German language. My favorite words are Klugscheißer and Führerschein. Pretty good words. Pretty good words. Do you like stylized games or realistic games? Both, but I think I have the tendency more towards realistic games. But I don't have a problem with stylized stuff. I mean, there are a lot of great stylized titles I played. Yeah, a lot actually. How about you? I know this is hard for me to admit, but I'm embarrassed, but I find it hard to draw heads. It's so basic as well, it's so stupid. Yeah, but I agree because they have to fit on the head. So I think it's just a tendency that we overcomplicated certain things. No, I just started drawing again after I had stopped. Like when I was a kid, I picked up my pencil again. Helps with depression. Oh yeah, I agree, Kevin. It's also what I realized every time after. So I'm learning Korean at the moment, and every time after my Korean class, I have the huge urge to draw. So then I ask myself why, and it's just because when you learn a language or you do any logical thinking, you use a lot of the one side of the brain, and then in order to balance it out, I have the urge to draw because I used one of my sides too much, and it's the same with depression. Oh, you're working on a stylized game. That's nice. Sorry, what did I took here? This one. Okay. Yeah, that's true. What's up, buddies? How's it going? Ayo, chillin'. Hey N, how's it go? How's it going? Können Sie mir bitte einen Tipp zum Thema Cell Shading geben? Ja, no problem. What do you want to know about Cell Shading? Was willst du wissen? Can you specify your question? Kannst du deine Frage etwas spezifizieren? Was genau möchtest du wissen? How about you? I'm doing good, bro. I'm just a bit tired now. Was a really long week, a really long day. So much stuff to do, so much stuff to get done. I got a lot of stuff done actually, so I'm pretty happy. But yeah, just tired, man. Just tired. Oh, you got hacked. That's not good. That's not good. Hmm. The question is, why do you get hacked? Do you open emails from weird like accounts or something? I got hacked because I opened some server that my friend has sent it. Thought it was some joke, but it turns out I got hacked too. Oh shit. Well, I mean, it sounds like the hacker did some pretty good job. I'm getting people in. Oh, by the way, we have a raffle. I forgot that we can start actually a raffle. I forgot about that. Choo-choo-choo. Oh, Boris has 40 points. Wow. Sheesh. You're rich, bro. You gotta go, Rio? N has 48 points. Holy cow. Holy macaroni. That is insane. Ba ba ba. Hey, Raza guy, how's it going? Welcome to Twitch. Twitch. How are you doing? You still do environment drawing, Janosch? You mean for work? No, at the moment I don't. Why are you asking? I actually do only figurative stuff and like character stuff. And props still. I'm going to buy Janosch's bed. I think you will have a problem with my girlfriend about that. I'm doing good, repping the Twitch side. Nice. We need some representative. And you have cooler emojis over there. Ah, just curious, yeah. Okay. Yeah, no, at the moment not really. I feel like also since I'm out of the studio, like since when nothing, you know, I still have a big painting, which I probably will never finish, Boris. Because, you know, like when the enthusiasm of the painting is high and then it goes down. This thing is so old, man. I even like, I don't know, I built the 3D, I designed everything, I rendered out. I already started painting it, but I probably will never finish it. I don't know why I'm like this. I also have tons of character concepts which are almost done, like A pose, back pose, and all that stuff, which I just need to finish and put it in, like, I can put it in the portfolio, but since I don't need to go on job hunt, I have no motivation at all to do that. You will be my new son. Who's my old son, first of all? Can you tell me that? How about you, Boris? How did you do any portfolio work at the moment? You know, Boris, what I need kind of like a, you know, do you remember summer camp? I need something like this for myself. Like summer camp for 6 weeks or 8 weeks or even 10 weeks where I go doing a project, where other people also do projects, just for the sake of getting project done. Because like whenever I have time, I do stuff which relaxes me, you know, and I'm really struggling. Like I'm not struggling. I'm kind of like asking myself, why should I work on something that's going to a portfolio if I don't need to, you know? Because I'm so busy all the time. Either way, I do YouTube videos, or I do education stuff, or I teach the mentees. I have like over 20 people at the moment, 24 people or something. I'm so full with stuff. There's no need for anything. Hey Matt, bro, how's it going? You should draw Dagoth Ur. What is Dagoth Ur? Hey Frosh, by the way. What is Dagoth Ur? Sounds Dagoth Ur. What's that? What is Dagoth Ur? Ah, is it a character from Morrowind? I think I never played Morrowind that far to meet Dagoth Ur. Yo, Matt bought a ticket. Let's go. I definitely find a way to connect with you as long as you stay and watch lives. I'll be here. Oh, you're so cute, and Maybe we can do a game jam in summer. Yeah, maybe. I really like the sketch you did with that. Who is that name of the character? What? Ah, you're talking about to N. Sorry, I was confused. Maybe to practice your Korean, you have your own summer camp. You can check Art Brew Academy. They have a ton of big pros doing every kind of specialization, but only speak Korean. Wow, this is like cross challenging me. I think I'm not confident enough to. I mean, concept. Well, I mean. I could say 저는 친구 디자이너이요. 컨셉 디자이너이요. 캐릭터 컨셉 좋아요. 독일 사람이요. So everyone knows I'm German, I'm a concept artist, and I like the concept. That's all I can say then. As the main villain of Morrowind. Yeah, I never played Morrowind that far, to be honest. Hey Merlin, what's up? What is up? What are you doing, Merlin? Was Sachen machen? waiting until Jacuzzi 6 is installed. So draw something. What type of game is Jacuzzi 6? A Japanese action game, you beat Yakuza in another way. Oh, okay. Let me go up here. Is creature and character concept art strictly in the same kind of category? As I know, creature design has its own niche. The thing is that you don't need creature designs so often as character designs. But they are kinda in the same area, so that's why. I mean, I can't speak for the whole industry, obviously. Just from when I was involved into hiring process, or when I heard from people that I worked with when they joined companies, they could never just get jobs with creatures only, you know. Hey Jacob, how's it going? What pens I use? I use Pilot High-Tech C at the moment, and I used some Copics before. Some Neutral 2, Neutral 6, and Neutral 4. So even numbers. What are you drawing? Guys, should I use my points now? Oh, you just did. Oh, you mean all the? I mean, and if you come to every stream, you can literally spend your points every time. Because think about all the points you will gather today. Thank you, Jacob. Appreciate it. Big pen, big pen. Those blue big pen. I remember those. But I remember it from a time when I wasn't an artist. I just used them for writing in school, but I never used them, you know? Hey Brandon, how's it going? How are you? Any project or trip you're excited for this year? For me, plan to see if I can visit Japan in September. Oh, I wish I would come. I would go to Japan. To be honest, I haven't planned big things right now because I'm kind of like still in the waiting for certain things to decide and happen. And unless they are not clear, I can't make a decision. And it was similar last year, so I decided very late for some of my projects. But it was like, since I'm my own boss, I that's the only way I can handle it at the moment. So yeah, but good for you, man. Good for you. I'm jealous. I'm jealous. But happy for you, of course. Not only jealous. Do you go alone? Do you go with your mom? What's the plan? Is there any skills you recommend others to learn? Depending on what field, then? Like, I don't know. What specific? What do you mean? Do you mean like life skill or art skill or? I'm seeing I can do a side job for a bit to save money on a THU ticket for Japan, but no, it's really pricey, especially with all the big names. Yeah, I also heard, like, I had a friend going to the Japan edition and he said it is not really like the THU we know from Portugal. And it is not what you really expect. It's more kind of like a organizational thing. It's less art. Japan is pretty cool, yes. Apparently everyone was going. I've been trouble drawing female faces a lot of time. I end up giving them too muscular of a jawline or the nose. Just seems off. Any tips on this? I appreciate your time. First of all, I appreciate you asking, Jacob, and for you being here. I had a similar problem, such as you, especially when you start learn drawing dudes first. So, actually, try to draw jaws as pointy as possible for a time. So it's a bit similar as anime faces. You know those anime faces which have those super pointy jaws? If you do that for a while, it will help you to think about to understand that, first of all, that for most females the jaw is not coming forward as for a man, right? So it's also kind of like, is it kind of like a jaw that goes down or jaw that comes forward, right? So basically what you do, you focus first on let me actually draw it quick here for you. So what I mean by this, what is this pen? Where's this pen come from? Anyways, is that visible? Yeah. So let's say you draw a face. Eyebrow number 1, eyebrow number 2. So first thing is, always think about, when you draw a female face, that female face is more soft than a male face, right? So for male face we use more angular lines. For female faces we try to round up things a bit more. So here, you see how I round up the nose? I gave her bigger eyes, also eyelashes. Then it's the same thing, you round up usually the backside. Then giving her more lips. And then for the jaw, very important is that it's kind of like, what I mean is, how do I do it? So as simple as this. And then try to give her a super pointy jaw. You know, like those anime faces. Because if you do that, automatically the jaw goes backwards, right? So it's not a jaw that goes forward from the side, you know, in profile. It goes automatically backwards if you bring up also this line more upwards in the front. So this enables you to give her like super small, you see this, right? Super small and round again. And then here the triangle is really important, that the features are not too far away from each other. So let's give her some hair. Let's give her some really nice shapes for the hair. Ears not too big. You can, but you don't need to. And then really important also where the jaw's starting and where it comes forward. So it's still going downwards, right? But keep in mind to round it up like this. You see what I mean? Give her some nice earrings. And this is also a good tip, whenever you mess up this line, draw some earrings over it. Oh, she's kind of like bending forward, maybe she has a hoodie on or something. Maybe she's about to smoke a cigarette. So she's kind of like holding, how do I do it? about to light up that thing. Okay, see what I mean? So kind of like, and when you do that, when you focus on the simplification and kind of like pointing it more, it makes more sense. And same for the nose. For the nose is try to make the nose either way pointing downwards, more round, or also give a like this little cute nose. I don't know what's the English name for it. You know, like going upwards a bit. That makes it a bit more like cute looking in a way. Or other option is also to make eyes bigger. You know, like those manga styles. They don't come from nowhere. They are really based on certain decision making in the process. If that makes sense. Hey JR, how are you doing today? I'm happy if it's helpful. So where was I? In 6. Sorry, I have to wander upwards. Yes, I agree with JR. I will have to put these tips to practice. Yes, you're welcome. If the THU Japan isn't as good as you say, I'll save a lot of money to rather enjoy my experience around Japan getting... To be honest, bro, not shading the event, but I believe my friend, because like he is... First of all, he's Swiss, so when he's telling me it's not that good, I 100% believe him. So he said it wasn't bad, you know, but it's not the same as you expect as in Portugal. It's not art heavy. There was way more other things, like, and also he said it felt a bit like they really tried to advertise the town and the area, because which makes sense because it's kind of like the special area where they have the event. But yeah, it's not like you go to Japan and then you walk with artists through Tokyo and draw and do and this, you know, it's not really that. Which could be cool. So yeah, I guess saving 900 euros, you can rather spend this on art supplies. Do you get frustrated at your drawing sometimes? Not anymore. I don't get frustrated in a way where I'm angry about the drawings. I do sometimes just realize it's not my day. So like some drawings, they just don't go my way. Also, for example, this drawing here, I consider this is not a good drawing. I did too many mistakes, but I also know I can fix a lot, and I still can learn about rendering this with a marker. I can take a little bit of learning out of it, even though it's not a great face and not a great drawing, you know. So I just try to get best out of this. And since I draw every day for so long now, I just realized it doesn't matter also, you know. It doesn't really matter. Like, why would you be mad? Like, what's the point of being mad? Are you mad that you didn't practice enough? Are you mad that, like, because when I'm mad means I'm emotionally unbalanced, and being emotionally unbalanced is not the best way to go into drawing, unless drawing is the right way for you to getting relaxed, you know? It's the same with people who overthinking a lot. I read an article a few days ago about that majority of people who are overthinkers are not overly intelligent, they just emotionally unbalanced, which is very interesting, because they are sometimes also thinking that they are very intelligent because they overthink a lot, but actually overthinking has nothing to do with intelligence. It has to do that you can't control the neurons firing in your brain. It has to have many, many reasons. So actually what you need to do, you have to figure ways out to calm yourself down. And I find this just interesting from a teaching perspective, you know, because I taught a lot of people and a lot of overthinking people, which is sometimes super kind of productive. On the metro home, I'm gonna get ready to do figure sessions. Cool. Do you go somewhere, Jaya? Or do you do figure sessions at home? Also have a flight to Spain at 7 a.m. tomorrow for a sailing watercolor trip? Wow, you're living the life. Maybe could use that money to do a quick visit to South Korea. Do that. Do that. Go to the Kim Young-ji Museum. Also, like, flying from Japan to Seoul is super cheap. It's kind of like 130 bucks or something if you book it in the right time. Do you teach in German? Do you mean the one-on-one sessions? Yes, my German people, I teach in German. Absolutely. Boris. I really could imagine how Boris just sat there in front of the stream, heard what I said, and just did this. But I feel intelligent. Oh, guys, I love that. Oh, that's too funny. Yeah, also what I read was just from like a from this professor who did kind of like a study on, like, I don't know, only 100 people or so, but it's just a Discord session with the friends who record model video. That sounds kind of like who they're recording to. Yeah. Do they just record like someone in a locker room of a gym, like, hey guys, how about live drawing? illegal nude stream on Discord. The model is Harry Potter themed. Uh-huh. Fetish club or what? No, I'm just kidding. Song is dope. Yes. The song is. Oh. Wait. Let me see. The song was "When I Get Low," and the artist is. What was the name? Which Lost Sim is the name. I was called out? No, never. You're never called out, bro. Bro B-Man Kenobi. Really surprised how bleed proof this paper is. Because this is no Copic paper. I mean, it's not very efficient for the Copic in itself, because it's technically very expensive what I'm doing. But I'm really surprised, like, how little it is bleeding. Hey Zialbis. Thank you so much for the kind message. Appreciate you saying that. Then also, if you need help with hands, if you need a helping hand, this is the next drawing plan that's coming. So, just saying. Oh, did I took the wrong? Damn, okay. Now I have to darken it anyways. No chance around it. Too late. Any tips for visiting South Korea? There's so much stuff to do, bro. Get an Airbnb for accommodation, because it's pretty cheap unless you need a gym. But also, like, if you take an Airbnb, you can also take like day tickets in gyms. That's pretty common. I also did it myself. Definitely watch out where your area is. I wouldn't recommend an Airbnb or accommodation in Hongdae, which is pretty touristy, right? Because it's super loud at night. And if you have trouble sleeping, that can be a problem. So it makes always sense to maybe take an accommodation a little bit further out. What else? Definitely get like multiple credit cards. Because sometimes, for some reason, Apple Pay or something is not working. There's a lot of... You get away with English pretty well, I want to say. So everything's also mostly written in English. Also, if you take the train and whatnot, definitely get... Naver as an app for how you say, it's kind of like Google Maps, you know, but just in Korea. If you want to meet people there, you know, tell them early, very early, so they can plan ahead, because Koreans don't take vacations. They always work. So don't go there, expect that they have time for you. They work all the time. Because it's a working culture. So if you want to meet with Jaquan, tell him early. He was unfortunately not there when I was in Seoul. I think he just arrived when I was leaving. Something like this. I really would love to get some food with him or something, but you know, next time. What else? Transportation from the airport and to the airport is pretty easy. When you arrive, you can take the train. When you go back to the airport, you can take the bus also. I mean, you can also take the bus when you come and you go back, you know. I think I overdone the face a bit too much, to be honest. But yeah, that's what I said earlier. It's just trying to get a learning out of everything. You never know when you need it. Do you only teach character design or fundamentals too? I teach everything actually. I teach fundamentals, I teach environment design, character design, I teach comic books also. I have also people who working actively in comics right now. I also teach illustration. So, but of course everything starts with fundamentals. So when you join the program, we always start with fundamentals because it doesn't make sense to go with you in project work if fundamentals are not there. So yes. I also have 3 different type of programs. One is the basic mentorship, then which has 1 call per month, but it's never just 1 call. It's basically also little checkup meetings depending on what you need. There is technically communication every day depending on like how busy am I and how much you communicating over Discord. But I don't know. I feel like hey Windcrow, welcome to the stream. I mean you can. The other mentees who are here or ex-mentees, they kind of like know that I'm pretty communicating, I guess. But don't ask Boris, he's only mad. Yeah, no. And yeah, intensive with 2 calls per month. And we also have the premium elite, which is kind of like 3 calls per month. It's basically, we see us almost every week. Yeah, it's more fast-paced. You know, the more calls we have, the more fast-paced the progression is. But if you're looking for something long-term, basic is your go-to, I would say. We also have a code up at the moment. I think new 10 is the code. New 10, and you get 10% on the first mentorship month. Grr. What are you doing, Boris? You're so quiet. Are you drawing? Are you drawing, Boris? What are you doing? Okay. Can you make me a godlike artist in 2 weeks? That is a great question. That sounds like a YouTube video. But probably not, bro. Apex. What Apex? You mean an Apex Predator God? Or what? Two-step. You're playing Apex? Bro. Boris, did you play Cyberpunk? I'm so fascinated how it hooked me. Two-step. is that you joined any class initially? Is that you joined any classes initially? I don't understand the question. Sorry. Yeah, I love Cyberpunk. Bro, it's so good. So immersive. Boris, do you know what is the difference of the expansion that came out? Because I play the original at the moment without the expansion. Does it change anything at the base version when I buy the add-on, or is it basically just the story after that? Or is it based on the character? This paper is like already coming up. It's a bit annoying to draw on this. The DLC for Cyberpunk does give the new game endings. So, new storyline and mission kind of runs parallel to the main story with different endings. So it means it would be not smart to finish the main game and then to buy it, because then I technically have to replay it again. So it's just a DLC, it's not an add-on. Because it's kind of like, isn't it like $40 or something? Just for DLCs? Mean art classes? No, I'm just drawing random stuff. Yes, I also do mentorship traditionally. So if you want to do traditionally, you can. Actually, I force the students sometimes to do traditional stuff because I believe doing both at the same time, digital and traditional, is a good thing to do. $40 for DLC. Imagine saying that in 2008. Yeah, you get like punished for that. I don't know. I think it's $40 or something. No, you can access the deal story while playing the main game. Okay. What do you think about Takehiko Inoue? I love this guy. I love him. I wish he wouldn't have burned him out so much. But big skill and fame comes for a price in this world. What do you think about him? Still only realized last year how much traditional stuff I did in my sketch during your mentorship. Got sketches laying all over from that. That is true, Juan, but you're also one of the person who did a lot of work. Like whenever I told you to do something, you would do at least double or quadruple amount of work. Because you're a machine. And you just enjoy what you're doing. That makes also teaching for me much easier. The DLC is great for real. Okay. Okay, Boris, I believe you. So, when my character design video reaches 10k views, I reward myself with the DLC. Ba, 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 ba. Are there any tips you have for drawing bodies? Try. First of all, keep in mind that the human body is much more soft than it's rigid. So what I realized pretty late is that, do you know those art supply figures, those like wooden thingies that you can buy, like super expensive? They super stiff, right? And when you try to draw them, you start to save those stiff poses in your head. And this is actually bad, because like poses and human movement and all that is actually super fluid and super like, bodies are super soft. So we actually more soft than rigid, because most of our mass is fat and muscles. So this is the first conception you need to keep in mind. Then I would focus more about the biggest masses first. So torso, arms, hands, and hip, legs, feet. Practice it separately, you know, like we do something in a mentorship we call 100s, which is 25 torsos, 25 legs, 25 arms, 25 hands, 25 skulls. Do that for a few weeks and then draw the full body again. And besides that, I would say always keep the sandbag in mind. So this thing here, you know, because this always helps you to keep a good relationship from rib cage to the pelvis section. No? And always keep in mind also, like, arms and legs, they flow out. So the way we grow is we start growing from the center, right? So arms and legs and everything we develop at the end, which means everything flows out. This is something I like to keep in mind. So yeah, then at the end you can like, yeah, it's the biggest problems often are proportions and placement in perspective. But at the end, it's also just pattern recognition, you know? So you need to get a feeling for this type of stuff. I hope this kind of like answers your question. So stuff like muscles and stuff, I wouldn't even think about, you know, in the beginning. Because you can draw, like look at all the comic book artists, like they don't know the muscles. So, but they're still able to do professional work. Okay, I hope this helps you. Don't know why I draw so small. Makes it so much harder. Always the same problem. I did, thank you. You're welcome, Jacob. By the way, how's the raffle doing? I completely forgot about raffle again. Sorry, folks. Still 44 minutes. Okay. 44 minutes. Who has tickets for the raffles, by the way? Boris and Matt have tickets. Oh, okay. Cool. Okay, I quickly need to pee. Be right back. Okay. Please entertain the people for me. Hello, hello. Can you hear me, folks? So apparently the battery just died. I don't know what happened because I have the thing plugged in. I mean, we streamed a bit more than 2 hours, but we still have the raffle on, so I think we need to switch to Photoshop. Okay, let me actually figure that quickly out. Hey Ryan, welcome. How's it going? Now we have the shitty audio back. I apologize for it. Wait, I think now it's better because I need to put down the levels here. Oh, the headset is always back. Sorry, Ryan, you just came to the wrong time. I don't know, I can hold it up for you, what we did today, but I don't know if that thing is like zooming in or whatever. We basically did marker sketches. So yeah, I leave the recording on a channel. You gotta plug it for the camera. Camera batteries aren't really loud. You know, usually this thing holds up 4 or 5 hours for streaming, no problem at all. So, because I was filming the YouTube episode probably. Damn, I completely forgot about that. I really apologize for it, folks. Okay, but no problem. I can entertain you also in Photoshop. You know that, right? This is how we started years ago, Photoshop streams. So let me quickly figure that out. Let me move that over. Okay, so I can turn off this light, probably. Yeah. Okay. Wait. Okay. I'm sorry, Ryan. You just came to the wrong time. You just came to the wrong time. I really apologize. Also, I don't want to end the stream because the raffle is still going. So that people get what they deserve. Okay, let me figure this out. I also have no clue what we supposed to do in Photoshop. Okay. Wait. Come on. Come on. Come on. Why is this not holding? Okay. Better. Okay. So let me figure it out. How do I do it with Photoshop? So what do you guys want to see in Photoshop? What do you guys want to do? Let me open up Photoshop first. And raffle is still 35 minutes. So let's do something in 40 minutes in Photoshop that entertains you all. Let me think. Okay, how about I challenge myself and we do
Let's try to make a character in 30 minutes. Or do you have any other wishes, folks? Let me, where's the stream? There it is. I'd like to see art. Yes, of course. Just 1 second. 1 second. Okay. Create new. Okay. Add source. Window capture. Photoshop. It has been a while since we did Photoshop stream. Just realizing this. Okay. Did the transforms fit to screen? Okay. Photoshop. Okay, any suggestions? Characters, let's do character. Character challenge in 30 minutes. Let's make a character in 30 minutes. Any wishes? Where's the challenge at? Challenge is doing Atlantis at the moment. Should we do Atlantis? I mean, we could overwork the old Atlantis dude. Still have that. Elden Ring style character. Maybe try a character design inspired by Katsuya Terada. I could do that too. I can do Elden Ring, Katsuya Terada, whatever. Yeah, okay. Atlantis in noir style. I mean, it needs to be doable in 35 minutes. I can... How about let's try to do a Katsuya Terada inspired character, because I already have kind of like something in my head that I could work with. Okay, let me quickly do some... I think I kind of like know what I want to do. Okay. So they always have these those robotic hats on in Katsuya's work. So let's do that as a design element. Just quickly looking for something that is a bit more specific to his style. There's a cool pose. Like this one as well. Oh, this one's also cool. But should be full body, I think. Full body is better. Okay. Time is running. Ich hab's gleich, Leute. Ich hab's gleich. Okay, let's go for Katsuya. Tarara. Ah yeah, okay. So it's also a bit Mobius-esque. So a lot of lines, a lot of hatching. Oh yeah, and obviously robo parts falling out is also great. I like that. Ooh, one of these colors, perfect. I'm just grabbing some images here just to remind myself of the style. Whatever that is. No clue. So amazing. I'm about to start, folks. 1 second. Almost done. Oh, that's really cool. I like this. Okay. 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 I'm ready. Okay, let's go. Where's the screen? Here's the screen. Okay. Wait, let me double check his style again. Okay. So weird. Now I can erase. Also, I haven't done this for a while. Only for the mentees, not for my own stuff. Hey, idiot Brian is flying. I love the name, and yeah, I'm happy that it helps. And there's more coming. So already filmed another session today. So there's no Terrata without the goggles, right? Tuesday. Hey Jack, how's it going? No, it's not Thanos, it's Janosch. I know it's a bit hard for, especially if you have like American origins. All my American friends have a little bit of trouble with it, but You can say whatever, man. I'm totally fine. Anyone have recommendation for something other than Photoshop to digital painting or cleaning up scanning in traditional drawings? I mean, there's what I do when I clean up my scans. I use this method where you basically double click on the layer and then you reduce the amount of white to it. That's what I do, but I'm not sure if that's really like what are you looking for. Yeah, Photoshop is expensive, I agree. Okay, let's... do this as well. Hey, Christoph! How's it going, bro? How are you doing? How's life going? How is the live going? So I'm just using Liquify at the moment, because I can distort the whole thing a bit more. I still don't like the proportions of her. Let me see how it looks. Still too... should be a bit more female. She's more of this like boyish. That's probably also the pants. And I want to give her like this lean back pose. I think the right arm. You mean her left arm? Because the other arm we don't see, it's behind the back. These are cables. It's a bit of a wild indication there. It's just to speed up. I think I also ditched the glove. I kind of like don't like the glove. Maybe just the hands, like arms. So arms here. The other arm is not visible. But maybe it's also the readability of the cable here. And we bring the t-shirt a bit down. Okay. Yeah, the back arm we don't see because the arms go, in my idea, they go behind. The other arm is kind of like here, you know? So it's kind of like she's doing this kind of like pose where she leans back and stretches that, you know. Does that make sense? I know it looks a bit messy at the moment. It's just that stage. It's all about speed. Speed. Okay, let's quickly give her some proper pants again. Kind of like want to give her these mechanic, you know, like these cargo pants, which are more perfect for any type of mechanic person. Since we do Katsuya Tarara, we can get away with this. Maybe we make it a bit bigger here, like this. And choo choo, go in here, go in here, go in here, then a big fold in the middle, like this. Does he do any cutesy stuff on t-shirts and stuff? I don't know, I have no clue. Okay, fold here, fold here, fold here. T-shirt fold here. I don't know. He does do frogs, right? So we could do a frog here. Frog? What the frog? Okay, okay, okay. But where's this cable going? Or maybe she is just having the cable like a backpack in a way. Da fehlen die Hüften. Yeah, she's kind of like this boyish, you know, like Tarara makes these kind of like a little bit boyish girls in a way. Hey Adala, how's it going? Yeah, we haven't heard for a while. I got a promotion at work. Nice. I have less time starting now. Oh, but you do t-shirt design. Yeah, I've seen that. He does dragons. Kind of like not happy with the shirt. She looks like too boyish. Okay, let's try something else quickly. No, she doesn't look good. Okay, let's try something more, a bit more, how I say it, a bit more innocent, not innocent, but more, give me a sec. I got this. I definitely like the t-shirt thing. Maybe give her wider pants. You know, I like this when they turn one foot inside. Gives like this really nice hip thingy, and then I think I give her kind of like these big, how do you call them? In German we call them Schlaghosen. I don't know what's that the word in English. Kind of like those, little bit like those disco pants. Bit more booty. Booty, 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 rocking anywhere. Flared. Ah, thank you. Dragons. He does monks and dragons. So, you see what I mean with the essence here, with the standing? I like that more, I think. And I want to give her the plateau boots. Some folds here and here. Okay, okay. I think I can still liquefy the whole upper body a bit more. Mm-hmm. Hey Pierre, thank you for the Prime sub on Twitch. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. So t-shirt is definitely the way to go. Dragons. Maybe we do a dragon motif on here, you know, one of these older typical long nose dragons could be fun. Okay, let's emphasize the hip a bit more. Also, let's give her a thick belt buckle. Yeah, more like this. I like this more. It's more, I don't know. The other one was a bit more childish. Like, I don't like it when it's too childish. A bit more mature, I guess. Okay, let's do some quick hand gestures. She's looking very good, Tom. Thank you. Attitude on her is great. How have you been? I'm pretty good, bro. Pretty busy, I would say. Hey Jack. Thanks. Pretty busy. Pretty busy with teaching, like mentorship teaching. But not too bad. I'm really enjoying like my own artistic progress at the moment. I learn a lot. I do a lot of traditional drawing. This is really a lot of fun. Doing more streams also. We do streams every Friday now again, which is great. Thought to get into the groove for a while, but since I bought the new camera lens, I can do way better traditional streams, which is cool. Yeah, I mean, nothing to complain about. Do you miss drawing, Chris? You know what? Let's do like really crazy. Let's do like we need to give her like a tech helmet, right? The Katsuya tech helmet. Let's make the hair kind of like the helmet looking. Like she has a helmet on her hair, but the hair comes out behind. So we have kind of like cut lines. Whoop. Okay, let's copy that. Let's shoot. To the next stage. Lower the opacity. Oh, raffle's done, by the way. Want to quickly look who won the raffle today. Okay, so we have two prizes today. So the prizes are 20 euro gift coupons for the Art Zone shop. Are you ready? Let's go. So the first two people will win a prize. So the first winner is Matt. Congrats, Matt. And the second winner is N. Congrats, N. Sorry, Boris. I will give you the code after stream. But congrats, both of you. Sorry, Boris. It's because you play Apex, you know, the bot knows that. Sorry, it's not funny. What was the design cake again? Boris, I can't spell this here. This is the good mentorship stuff. If I do this public, I can't sell anything more. Thanks for the Twitch follow also. Got it. Appreciate it. I send you on Discord. For anyone who wants to know, please just there's not enough cables. We need to add some cables. I think I will be more active again with my schedule on the server. That's nice. That's nice. I like that. Good to keeping up the routine, buddy. Even if you're busy at work, it's just good for your brain, also like for your headspace and all that. Just generally good. Give her some big ass puffy round tech gloves. I think that could match well. You too. You too. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Have a good day. A good weekend as well. Okay, I have to look at the Katsuya stuff again. Also, still don't like the face. So let's give her some Katsuya eyes, maybe. Okay. So Katsuya girls don't have really eyebrows, they have just this. And pretty big eyes as well. And no nose bone at all. And he always does these nose indications here, like this. So his girls almost look like frogs a little bit. Like this. Again, no eyebrows. You know what, let's give her a different haircut since we do full Katsuya mode here. Let's do the Katsuya style haircut. Let's take this out. Maybe we can still take some biggies out here. This like no nose bone is really killing me, because it's something that I really don't like stylistically. So I will give her a nose bone. I'm okay with the eyes and I'm okay with the eyebrows, but I think I'm not okay with the not nose bone. This looks really like alienated. Also does this a lot. Yeah. What do you think about anime style noses? I mean, if you can make it work, I like it. But yeah, some things, like if it looks anatomically off, then it triggers me. It's more like an ick or something that I want to scratch, you know, in my brain that I cannot really wrap my head around. That makes sense. Okay, let's look for different. Okay, so he uses a lot of screws in his designs, probably to make them realistic. So let's do that as well. So anywhere where you think like attachments and stuff can happen, you just add those. Also cut lines. Cut lines like here. I think the hair also will do in my own style. Looks like cat paws. Meow meow. Yeah, if any one of you wants to do that, like the important part is here really like controlling the line, build up the pose first, the anatomy first before you commit to anything, and then when it comes to the design, try to really be consistent with shape design, form language, like everything starts from a shape, but it goes into a form eventually. So this is really important to understand. Obviously, like design is a rabbit hole in itself. If you really want to learn it, come to me, because I think this is something I can teach the best. But yeah, there are certain things you have to just keep in mind when doing this. But you see, it's actually not hard. Like we built this up in what, 20 minutes or something? I haven't watched the time, to be honest, but obviously, like you can always improve, you can always make things better. 100%. This is just like for fun, but so, but I need to add a bit more cables. I feel like this, like it's not a Katsuya if it's not cables. Drop it on the server, bro. I will take a look later. Let me also quickly save this because I did not save this here. Desktop Katsuya. Okay. But I definitely feel the amount of time I spent into the traditional drawings, especially for the fashion drawings. Because I would say a year ago I couldn't be so fast and confident with fashion stuff. But it's the same, it's always pattern recognition, you know? Like the more you do it, the better the brain can access all those informations if you use them from imagination. But of course, you also should use reference. Okay. And if you're interested in working as a character designer in the industry, this here is something that you don't do too often, I would say, because bread and butter is really making A poses, so front and back, because you are supporting the design department, which means that you are basically doing like very straight and back forward designs because you only focus as being a designer, right? So, well, this looks like a koi with spikes. Also, sometimes you don't want to cluster. Oh, we don't have any goggles. We forgot the goggles, the infamous goggles. So then we put them here. Or do we do them here? Oh, this is tough. Oh no, we put them here, even better. Because I feel like I like that this is kind of like a bit empty in terms of detail, because you don't want to clusterfuck stuff, because then it kills the readability in general. Great, let's do them here. She looks like she has abilities with the paws, yeah. Yeah, this is what I had in mind. It's also kind of like the concept artist entertaining thing that you don't get out of your head, you know, because like everything should count, everything should has a purpose in a way. But yeah, folks, whenever you start with this, work on your line work, like line work. Being able to build up a character just with lines is such a necessary skill. Don't skip the fundamental skills to learn. It's so important. I cannot stress this enough. Don't do any quick 3D stuff or whatever, because it's not helping you. If you think like, yeah, it helps me to quickly visualize, okay, but like this skill is so much more important. To build up something with lines. Also, like, I never met an art director who wasn't like happy with people who can do good lines, because good lines is basically the purest communication you can do, you know. Oh, I forgot the dragon. Okay. And then I really need to get this done, because like I need to spend a bit of time with my girlfriend also, since I still love you all as well. My girlfriend has still priority. Okay, let's go with this. Okay, she looks okay. Okay, let's do the other one away. Okay. I mean, I don't like the goggles at the moment. Arr. And the dragon. We need to, or something on the t-shirt at least. Quickly. Katsuya dragon. Katsuya Ferrara dragon. Or Monkey King is also possible. Dragon. Boy, I need something that I can almost put there straight on it. This looks good. Okay, let's do this. So let's fake that those goggles are the eyes of the dragon. Hey folks, talk to me. There's no one here anymore. I don't even see how many people are watching, to be honest. Is there anyone here? Ah, Boris is still there. Okay. Boris, what do you think of the dragon? Think it's okay? Dragonesque enough? Long whiskers? Distinct here? Okay, let's quickly bump in some color. I could do, the thing is like I can now do like more and more and more, but then we will spend all night together. Not sure if that was your intention for Friday evening. Spending the night with me. Again, fastest way to get better with this, traditional drawing, folks. Traditional drawing is the thing. Yeah. Just cleaning it up a little bit more. Adding also a few dark areas just to push shadows and readability and like separation of elements a bit more. Kind of like the oldest trick in the book. But you kind of like need to know what you're doing, otherwise it looks stupid. I'm not saying I know what I'm doing, just like saying, you know what I mean. Okay, let's add some color quick. I mean, yeah, we can improve like silhouette and so much. You know what? Also, there's one thing I wanted to do. Because we love Kotsuya. She gets a little hard to do. Okay. Yeah, so basically usually you go in and clean up this again and clean up this again until you have like really tight, good lines. You go smaller and smaller with the lines. It's a few rounds of this. At some point you get so quick with it that you can get so much out in a very short amount of time. What I see often is that people lose patience too fast. It's just normal. I also lose patience sometimes. Not because I'm a bad doctor, ha ha ha. It's just because we want to jump into things too fast. I guess it's a cute little sketch here to end the stream. And sorry again, folks, for the camera breaking down. That was unexpected. For the people who haven't watched the newest video on how to become a character designer by yourself, if you watched what I did here today and you combine it with the video, you are pretty unstoppable for the next month in order to learn this stuff. Huh? Where's the slider? Oh. You see now with the dark areas, with the black areas, also is a bit faster readable. Dun, dun, dun. So we're checking like silhouettes and read and all that. Making sure the blocking is good. Like those little tedious steps are the most important one. Nothing worse than like spending time build up a design and then not properly finish it. That's just waste. Okay, let's do. Does Katsuya has any colored stuff? Oh, he has this green girl. I don't know if that's on purpose. Green. I mean, we can, like, I don't want to start shade her, but we could at least, I don't know. I don't know if that takes too much time. So she's pale green skin. They really look like aliens. She looks like She-Hulk. Oh, let's give her some pale normal skin. And then probably maybe the pants are kind of like a bit of darker tone, I think. It's a bit better. Then I want black shoes and heavy metal, of course. Bam, bam, bam. Let's go for brown. Brown, 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 brown. Like this tone. That's kind of cute. Let's check values. Okay. Definitely dark hair. Let's go dark hair for the contrast. So it's also easier to see. Dark hair. Bam, 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 bam. Okay, folks, I really need to go offline. This is fun. When I have the time, I can push her a bit more. I hope that was still okay for the dying camera. Thanks again, everyone who joined today. Matt and N, please contact me over Discord so I can give you the coupon. And yeah, otherwise, I hope you enjoyed the time. I hope you could draw a bit, or just felt a bit entertained. Feel free to obviously give it a like, subscribe, share with your friends, all that things. If you haven't watched the latest YouTube episode, if you're interested into character design, definitely give it a watch. I spent over 80 hours of making this episode. Yeah. I think that is pretty much it. Yeah, we have some mentorship slots open. So if you're interested in mentorship, yeah, feel free to join. Okay. Okay, everyone. Yeah, sorry I couldn't make it anymore. It's just like we can take the colors away, but when I have time, I can also finish her just for you guys. Just taking this away here because it's just not done. But pretty okay for, I don't know, what do we spend, like 40 minutes or something. It's okay. Cute little sketch. I hope Juan is here. Juan was wishing for it. So yeah, thanks again. I wish you all a wonderful weekend. See you all on next stream. And yeah, if you're interested in learning this from me, with me, make sure to check out the mentorship. Appreciate you all. Take care. Have a good one. Bye bye.